Hello class, today we're going to talk about behavior expectations and what it means to be on your best behavior and what is expected from you guys inside the classroom. We follow a CHAMPS rule system, so I expect you all to be champs, and right now I'm going to talk about the whole system in one. CHAMPS ultimately follows how you should be working in the classroom during a certain activity. Before every activity or lesson, we will lay out what is expected of you in the forms of what I'm about to go over. We always expect you, though, to raise your hand, talk when it is your turn to talk, and be respectful to the teacher and your classmates. Conversation. We have different levels of conversation and what each level means. Voice level 0 means you're working silently. That's usually during independent work and when you're working alone or during tests. Voice level 1 means whisper. We expect you to whisper when we're at voice level 1. That would be if you have a quick question or everyone else is working quietly. Voice level 2 means your quiet voice. That is expected of you when we're working in groups or partners to not be too loud but quiet enough. And voice level 3 is your presentation voice. That means you are talking loud and clear enough for everyone to hear you. Next, when we ask for help, we have 3 guidelines for you. First is to raise your hand. That should be done all the time during lessons and when the teacher or someone else is talking. If you have a question, a comment, an input, anything, we expect you to please raise your hand. When you're working with a partner or a group, and you have a question, you can ask your friend or your group. Activities. We have 3 different activities that we do in the classroom. First is whole group. Whole group means we are working all together as a class. Independent work means you're working alone independently at your desk, and that means you're at voice level 0, which is silent. We also have pair and group work, when you're working with a partner or a group on an activity, and we expect you at that point to be at voice level 1 or 2. Movement. During activities, we have different guidelines for movement. When you are independently working, we expect you to stay in your own seat. When you're with a group or a partner, we expect you to stay in one place unless you are told to do otherwise. Safe movement, that just means don't be distractful, don't move, don't be dangerous to others. And when we are done with activities and when you're told to do so, that is your time to go hand in your completed assignments. Participation. This is very important. We always expect you to participate in the classroom. That is very important. And we have some guidelines for that. Listening with your eyes and ears when others are talking and the teacher. It is respectful to listen and not talk while they are talking. We also have a reading and writing group. That means you're independently working on reading and writing. Respectful discussion when we're giving lessons or when we are all talking about a topic. We expect the discussion to be appropriate and respectful. That means don't talk when others are talking, give appropriate input, things like that. And then during lessons, it is very important to listen and take notes. Taking notes will ultimately help you when the test comes and your participation. Now, these are the CHAMPS guidelines that we follow and give to you before we give a lesson. Those just state our expectations for you. Following the CHAMPS rules means that you are successful in the classroom, you're being respectful and responsible, and I hope we can all be champs together.